The CZ1012, let's check it out. Now, while CZ makes really high quality firearms, they're really known for their handguns, but they do make an excellent line of rifles and shotguns. Today we're going to take a look at the CZ1012. This is a semi-automatic shotgun. This is in the mossy oak camo pattern, but it comes in a number of different colors and different configurations. But the one thing about the CZ1012 is that it's inertia fired. The action is an inertia action, very similar to the Benelli and not the gas action. One of the big benefits is that it's low maintenance. There's not a lot you need to do. In fact, they fired up to 5,000 rounds with the CZ1012 without having to do any maintenance. And that's a big deal, especially if you're shooting a lot of clays, you're out hunting, you're putting a lot of rounds through your shotgun. And two, it functions with light loads all the way up to heavy loads. And so it's a very versatile shotgun, again, based really closely with the Benelli system, which has been very proven. But we're going to take a look at the 1012. It's lightweight, it's very pointable, and it's CZ quality. Now, Guns on Deal sent the CZ1012, and we really appreciate those guys. They do furnish us with different firearms to be able to bring reviews to you guys. But they also sent a bunch of Sterling shotgun shells that we're going to be doing some testing with. Now, the CZ1012 comes with a 28-inch barrel, so you can see it's pretty long here on this table. Now, again, it comes in this mossy oak bottomlands pattern, camo pattern, but it does come with the natural wood. It comes with a black synthetic. I mean, there's a number of different options that you can choose. Now, let's make sure the gun is unloaded. We're going to pop our bolt back, look down the barrel. Magazine tube is empty. It has a nice large charging handle. It's concave, has relief cuts. It's rounded off. It's very comfortable to bring back. Now, as long as the gun's not cocked, this thing will just continue to come back. Right here is a small little lever, and we're going to hit that lever, and we're going to lock the gun into place. And this is what you need to load the shotgun. Now, we have some dummy rounds, and these are actually like snap caps. So you just drop one in, and you notice this large paddle. The front paddle is to load. The rear paddle is to unload. So make sure you don't hit that back paddle. We're going to hit that front paddle. And so as we do, it loads a round right in the chamber. Next, we can just load rounds into the tubular magazine. These hold 4 rounds in the tube, but there is a plug that you have to remove or it's limited to 2 rounds. Just make sure you get them in there, and now we're loaded. So to unload, we want to hit this rear button, but you want to make sure your loading gate is in the up position. So as we do this and hold it open, it will just throw those rounds right out, just like that. And this is a safe way to be able to unload your shotgun. There is a round in here. We'll just throw it out as well. And right here is your cross bolt safety. Really easy for guys that are right-handed. You can just hit it with your trigger finger and then you can fire. And then as you can see, when it's on fire, it is red. Now with the inertia recoil system, there's actually a spring in the bolt. And so there's no hole in the barrel, there's no gas system that's coming down, there's no pistons. When the shell goes off, the gases from the rear actually compress the spring, and it gives it just a little bit of dwell time, and then allows that bolt to come back. And because there's no gas system, there are no pistons, and there's no holes in your barrel, it definitely is just a cleaner shooting firearm. And because of that, there's just less maintenance. CZ has shot over 5,000 rounds, actually right out of the box with no lubrication whatsoever, without having to clean the firearm, which is pretty impressive. A lot of times when you have gas-operated shotguns, you have to do maintenance on a pretty regular basis. And so that's one of the advantages of the Inertia. Plus, again, target loads all the way up to full house, buckshot, and high velocity loads. And this will take up to 3-inch shells. We were shooting mainly 2 3/4-inch shells, but again, you can up that to 3 inches. And one of the things about shotgun shells, guys, is the sky's the limit. There are so many different velocities. There's so many different, whether it's buckshot, whether it's sabot slugs, whether it's target loads, turkey loads. And one of the great things about an Inertia operated shotgun is that, again, most of those loads are going to function. Now, when you get to those super light loads, the competitive loads, sometimes you might have a few issues. But 95% of your shells are going to function with this shotgun. Now, the barrel is 28 inches. It is vent ribbed. But you'll notice at the end we do have a choke that is outside of the barrel. And these are just screw-in chokes. But it also comes with 4 additional chokes. So we have full, we have improved, modified, we have improved cylinder, and we have cylinder, and then in the gun was modified. And then you also get a wrench with this, which this is a great addition to have all these chokes that are included. They're super easy to install, and you have a wrench to be able to really tighten it down if you need to. And we have a white bead at the front. Now, to remove the barrel, you have this small little nut that's actually at the top of your magazine tube, and you can just unscrew this very easily. It has a little mount for a sling swivel. And also, this is your plug, which is just take this off, and this is just pushed down in it, and you can just pull this right out just by taking off the cap. Real easy to do. And this is the mossy oak bottomland pattern, and the forearm is definitely synthetic, but there is texturing all along here and right here at the front, and it's pretty aggressive. And then it kind of dips down to give you a great handhold on the shotgun. Nice pistol grip, and we have that same texturing right here. Really easy to grab. It feels like you've got a really solid grip on the gun, especially if you're shooting sporting clays. It really gives you a lot of control. Now, there is a little bit of a raised area on the right side of the shotgun stock, but on the left side, it's just smooth. Now we have a rubberized butt pad at the back. This gun weighs about 6.5 pounds, and so it's fairly light for a 12 gauge, and so this is really going to help with recoil. There's also a sling swivel stud here at the bottom. Length of pull is 14.5 inches, and it comes with 5 adjustment spacers where you can actually adjust the angle of the shotgun according to your shooting style. Top of the receiver has 2 Weaver dovetail mounts, and that way you can attach a scope, or you can attach a red dot. It's also serrated here at the top, and of course that would cut down on glare, but of course with this camo pattern, it's not going to be a problem. And guys, when it comes to the trigger action, there's just a little bit of play, but there is very little. Once you hit a wall, it is a crisp break. Let's check the trigger pull weight with our Lyman trigger gauge from Brownells. 4 pounds, 4 ounces. And the weight on the 1012. 6 pounds, 14 ounces. Now the guys over at Guns on Deals also sent some ammo just to test out. It's some of the ammo that they're carrying, and this is the Sterling. A number of different rounds. We have trap and skeet, and then we have target and field. These are all 2 3/4. This is 1 ounce shot, and this is 7/8 shot. Then they sent buckshot, which this is also 2 3/4, and it's 1 3/16 ounce. And then they had the Tornado, which is a sabot slug, and this is pretty impressive. This is 1 ounce, and so this is going to be pretty cool to check this out. But it's got a very unique design, and of course sabots are really accurate. Just feed them into the tube. Actually, it comes with a plug that'll only hold 2, but we removed it. One of the big pluses about this Inertia bolt, the way the system's set up, it does keep it a lot cleaner. And you can shoot more rounds, less maintenance. I mean, obviously you want to clean it when you can, but with gas systems, typically you have to do a lot more maintenance, and just because of the nature of the way it's set up. And that's one of the big pluses with the Inertia system. But also, again, it'll just take those really light loads and all the way up to heavy loads without having to change anything. And so that makes it nice. Have any kind of adjustments with the gas system, I mean, it just tends to function very well. Now, we started off with the standard Sterling target loads. This is 1 ounce. It's 28 grains of shot and 2 3/4 inch. We shot a number of times, didn't have any issues whatsoever all day. We took the Trap competition series out. It's 7/8 ounce shot and it's 24 grains. We had some issues with this. In fact, I really couldn't get this to load. Even though the velocity is actually 1,300 feet per second, with the standard target loads, it was only 1,280, but they just functioned. You're going to really have to check those really low recoil rounds. But when it came to the buckshot, I mean, it shot very well, had no issues, and of course the Sabo, same thing. There was enough power with no problems. Man, that's solid. That is solid. I love that. Man, that feels good. One of the things about the weight, though, because it is a very lightweight shotgun, is that it does have a little more recoil than your standard, heavier shotgun. But overall, it's a real pleasure to shoot. It's really easy to get shots off very fast. And then, of course, with this choke system, I mean, it's got so many different options to it. Now, we didn't test out the different chokes, but we did set up some cardboard, and I just wanted to show you guys going from field load all the way up to Sabo slugs, how it patterned, how it functioned at different distances. Now, this was about 15 yards. This is the birdshot of the target loads. Kind of concentrated in one area, but at 15 yards, there's quite a bit of spread. And then you had the wad right there. Then we had the buckshot. Again, 15 yards, pretty centered up. And, it's going to hit a man-sized target. And then we had the Sabo, which made just this nice round hole. But quite a bit of difference between the target loads and the buckshot. Obviously the Sabo is going to be pretty solid. All right, 25 yards. There's the Sabo, and all this, I mean, it went all over the place with the target loads, and they were scattered pretty good, but still a lot of concentration right in this area. But still very big spread. Then when it comes to the buckshot, we had quite a bit more spread. But one thing I wanted to show you is some of this wood that I had bracing it. I mean, it hit it pretty hard. So just to kind of give you some ideas of, I guess that may be the wad right here. But guys, it's a short range firearm, and we're using the modified choke. Overall, had a great time with the CZ1012. Yes, my shoulder was a little bit sore when we finished up, but man, we shot a lot of rounds, including buckshot, Sabo, and then of course regular target loads. And so, we gave it a steady diet. I don't care what you were shooting, you were going to have a sore shoulder after that. But honestly, very smooth shooting, very lightweight. This would be super easy to carry in the field. One thing too, guys, is you can remove your forearm, you can remove your barrel very easily. It does come in 2 pieces, and then the bolt pretty much just comes right out. And then of course you can pull out your charging handle. Again, YouTube has gotten really funny about showing a lot of disassembly, and so we're just going to leave it at that. And the owner's manual is extremely detailed with pictures, and it actually tells you all the maintenance that you need to do and all the features. It comes in this nice hard case. And it does come with the barrel separated from the action, and it does have this really nice cloth that fits over it, and then there's bubble wrap over it. So that protects it. Actually, I've seen quite a few of these that have a really kind of a felt blue color. I really like the black. But you have a place for your wrench, your box of chokes, and then also your plug. And again, we have our spacers. Last but not least, the owner's manual. And again, guys, I'm telling you, it is fully illustrated with photos to give you everything you need, whether it's trigger disassembly, taking off the barrel, maintenance. I mean, it's really an excellent resource. And of course, there's a lot of information online as well. Right here is marked CZ USA, Kansas City, Kansas, and it also has the CZ logo. From what I understand, the action is made here in the US, but the barrels are marked Hugu 12 gauge 3-inch, made in Turkey. Turkey is making some excellent shotguns right now, guys. That's probably one of the reasons why it keeps the price down somewhat on this inertia powered shotgun. Now again, guys, there's a number of different models, and then with the wood stock and the blued finish, you know, those are actually less expensive than the camouflage versions or the Cerakote versions. This retails for $715. On Gun Zone deals, they're running them for $590. Again, this is based on the Benelli system, and so we're getting a much better price and we're getting the same benefit. When it comes to the classic wood with the blued finish, they retail for $645, but yet on Gun Zone deals, they're running $530. So there's just a lot of options according to your style, and again, according to what you're going to use this for. So guys, for a hunting shotgun or even for sporting clays, this is a great option. Whether you get it in this mossy oak pattern or the wood pattern, which they make a lot of beautiful different models according to what your tastes are. Just very lightweight, very easy to carry, and obviously with the different choke systems, I mean, you've got a lot of options. And then of course with the inertia system, which just helps keep maintenance down and goes from light target loads all the way up to full house high velocity shells. So it gives you a lot of options. And again, CZ stands behind it. And again, we want to thank the guys over at Gun Zone Deals for sending the CZ 1012. A lot of the guns that we have on the channel, we get them through Gun Zone Deals, and we really appreciate those guys. Rubber Dummies is one of the best training tools on the market, and you get a 10% discount using Suit00 when you click the link down in the description. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Now there are two Weaver dovetail mounts. They're two Weaver dovetail mounts. We got a mossy oak here, bottomlands. And we'll check the trigger pull weight with our Lyman trigger gauge from Brownells. It's 0. That's light. I shot a lot of ammunition through this. Yeah, my shoulder was a little sore. CZ is known for its handguns. All right, let's try that. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. What's that? Be strong.